Good morning to those of you in Vietnam. We've got viewers in Romania, I can see here as well on Facebook. More from Bangladesh too. We do have these quite often. They're not every week, the public training sessions. Quite often during the summer and the pre-season training, there are many more of them when the side are preparing for their various visits around the world, be that America or over to the Far East. They will have open training sessions there, and they'll have them here at Siebener as well. They have elements of pre-season training further south in Bavaria, where we'll also have often streams and some of the live practice games too, both local and international ones. That was the last time they met Arsenal competitively in the Champions League in 2017, but they also met that summer in Shanghai, and then met a couple of years later in California in these pre-season tournaments. They'll meet again competitively for the first time in 7 years next week. Can't believe it's 7 years since that double 5-1 success at home and in North London. Cameroon, well represented too. Good morning from Thailand and from Lesotho. Very good to have your company here, watching Bayern train. They are often live streamed, the games, but via the Bayern website, you can pick up radio commentary live as well of all the matches. That and the press conference, which is translated for you, the words of Thomas Tuchel. Good morning to those of you in Ghana and in Nigeria. Plenty also down in the south of Africa. We're still in those small-sided games, but it's now been expanded out a little after an intense set of pressing. Now there's a little more space to operate and pick a pass, but still the bibs against those in the regular training tops. As you can see, 8 against 8. Kane and Kimmich among those wearing the bibs, and then the extra man wearing the blue bib, who can be found by whichever team has the ball. Rafael Guerreiro at the moment wearing that blue bib. That's where they can take the advantage, whoever's got the ball, with the extra man. Good morning from Munich to those of you in the UK, in Paris, in Freetown, Sierra Leone. Good morning from Siebener. Uganda too, and Liberia. Hello to everybody on Facebook, and those of you on YouTube too, who are watching from Newcastle in the UK and from the United States. Streaming right around the globe here in German and English, and we have a Spanish feed too. Little break for Thomas Tuchel to be able to assess things with Arno Michels and his coaches who are running the other sessions. You can hear the wind getting up. The leaves have been blowing around Zebenstrasse before people manage to come inside here and get a glimpse of what Bayern are doing. That is one of Thomas Tuchel's assistants, Soltlöw, giving some instructions at the back of that particular training. Tuchel getting this back off and underway. A warm welcome. Those of you in Nigeria and Ethiopia too, hope we're coming through loud and clear here. We've got cameras all around the training ground so you can get an elevated view here and then get the close-up view of what the players are up to. And you can see right the way around all four sides, particularly on that far side there in front of the white buildings, the players changing areas in the canteen. That is where the majority of the public have come in to watch today. Not too much contact, you'll notice, when they are closing down. They're very much doing so with the pressing rather than tackling at the moment. Nobody wants to pick up an injury at this stage of the season, particularly Harry Kane, who's been out with an ankle problem and is now back fit again. Certainly the intensity in closing down, but not the kind of crunching tackles that you'd see in a match situation. Plenty coming back from Knox. Pavlovic is back from being ill. Guerrero and Bunazar trained with him yesterday. Players will be coming over afterwards. Plenty of shirts, caps, balls waiting to be signed as well. Chance for a photograph or two and an autograph from their heroes. They're a good 4 deep in some places, trying to get a glimpse of those players out training. Many came here early to get that excellent front row position. So plenty watching locally and plenty of you tuning in on live on Facebook. It looks like we have viewers in Iraq, Australia and Kenya as well. A very good morning to you from this part of Munich. We've got about 40 minutes of the morning left in Germany. Kim and Choupo-Moting and Matthijs de Ligt putting the intensity into this one. It is 11:19 a.m. here in Germany right now. Obviously a little later than that across to the east of the continent and into Africa, down in Congo. And a warm welcome to those of you watching in Ghana as well. I know a huge section of Bayern support in that particular country. A lot of attention from the supporters on Jamal Musiala, of course, as well. One of Bayern's young stars. one thing you can get a good idea of with these particular games is just how vocal certain people are on the pitch. You're used to seeing Thomas Müller giving orders and instructions, defenders in particularly the centre halves, controlling the game, and when they have the ball, controlling where it'll go next. But gives you a good idea. You don't hear it with the crowd, but this is exactly what they'll be doing during the game, whether you can hear it or not. Hello to all of you. Excellent messages coming in. Warm welcome from viewers in Pakistan, Mali as well. Tuesday morning here in Germany, 11:22 local time. Preparing for the game in 4 days' time away in Heidenheim, the newest of Bundesliga newcomers who are punching well above their weight and looking all set to survive another season after this, their debut campaign in Germany's top flight. It looks like the intensity is back. It'll increase during the next couple of sessions, and then there will be more tactics when it comes to preparing for Heidenheim. And they'll have to do a little bit on Arsenal as well, because there isn't too much time in between.